welcome to my garden. I'm going to do a short practice which includes some warriors. I'm going to be your mirror so you don't have to think about left and right if you don't want to. You're going to step your right foot forward so the toes face the top of the mat, and the heel of that right foot is in line with the arch of the back foot, which the toes can be facing your screen or tucked in a little bit at 45 degrees angle. So your front knee is over the ankle, no further forward. Your arms are stretched out at shoulder height. Take a lovely deep in-breath. Feel a lengthening from fingertips to fingertips and through the spine as you breathe in. And each out-breath, lift the pelvic floor, tuck your tailbone, maybe deepen your pose, strong and straight back leg pressing into that back foot. In-breath lengthening, out-breath stabilizing. Warrior 2, lovely strong pose. We're going to move into reverse warrior, sometimes called dancing warrior, by breathing in, lowering that back left arm and scooping the right arm overhead as you look up, lift the heart. Deepen your pose with a out breath as you lift the pelvic floor, maybe deepen the bend in that front leg. Coming back on an in breath, back to your warrior 2. Sinking down into your warrior 2 as you breathe out and lift the pelvic floor. And then your next in-breath, we're going to move to warrior 1 by scooping that back arm down, bringing both arms up, and we turn so that the hips are now facing the front of the mat. So that really means that you're pulling the right hip back into its socket and encouraging the left hip forward a little. Lengthening as you breathe in. Tucking tailbone, lifting pelvic floor as you breathe out, softening your shoulders. Lengthening in breath. And then on the next out breath, we're going to move to humble warrior, bringing the arms down behind the backs, interlinking the fingers if you can, stretching those arms past the tailbone. And as you breathe out and lift the pelvic floor, moving into your forward bend to the inside of that front knee. Lengthening there, pressing into the back foot, lengthening in the spine as you breathe in, deepening as you breathe out. On the next in breath, coming back up, scooping the arms straight up ahead, palms facing each other. And as you next breathe in, go onto the ball of that back foot and take yourself into the balance of warrior 3. Leg becomes parallel with the earth, torso parallel with the earth, if you can manage it. Arms may go forward or they may be back by your sides. Holding it as long as you can, seeing if you can come out on an out breath so you're lifting your pelvic floor nice and steady as you bring that back foot forward to Tadasana. So let's face the screen again, and we'll take all that on the other side, stepping the left foot forward, toes facing the top of the mat, left heel in line with the arch of the back foot. Position your back foot as you did the first side, hips facing the screen as much as possible in this pose. Warrior 2, arms outstretched at shoulder height. And your final positioning is to take your gaze along the front arm, breathing in and lengthening. Lengthening through the spine, lengthening through the arms. Breathing out as you tuck the tailbone, lift the pelvic floor, maybe deepen your pose. Next in breath, drop the back hand to the back thighs, scoop that front arm overhead, lift the heart, look up. Use your out breath to deepen your pose. Each time lifting the pelvic floor, tucking the tailbone. Your next in breath, coming back to warrior 2. Gaze along the front arm, equal stretch out of the back arm. Deepen your pose on an out breath. And then we're going to move to our warrior, to our humble warrior. Warrior 1. As you scoop the arms above the head, arms facing each other, arms stretched. Lift the pelvic floor, tuck the tailbone, and lengthening in breath once again. And then as you breathe out, we're going into humble warrior. Bring the arms down, fingers interlaced behind the back, out breath, as you lift that pelvic floor, you bend forward and you're trying to lift the arms up and away from the back if that works for you. Staying there for an in and an out breath. Using each out breath to lift your pelvic floor for stability. To soften in your head and neck. Breathing in, coming back up to warrior one. Breathing out there. On the next in breath, you're going to go onto the ball of that back foot to prepare yourself for your warrior three balance. And you're going to gently kick off the ball of the back foot, bringing your arms and torso forward, leg parallel with the floor. You can play around with the arms, you can sweep them forward, you can have them back. It's a little less challenging. Hold it for as long as you can before coming to Tadasana again by bringing that back foot forward. So we're now going to move into another little sequence, starting with chair of the heart as we breathe in and swing the arms above the head and sit down in our invisible chair. You're taking a little glance down, just as I did, to see that your knees haven't gone so far forward they've covered your toes. Breathe out as you fold forward, keeping the legs bent. Your next in-breath is to lift your tailbone up to the sky, maybe straightening your legs a little as you do that. Then breathe out in that pose, softening the head and neck and shoulders. Breathe in to come back up to chair of the heart from below. So thighs are parallel, legs bent, knees not so far forward they're covering the toes. Breathe out as you relax your arms by your sides. Let's repeat that. Breathing in to take yourself into your chair pose. Breathing out to fold forward, keeping the legs bent. Your tummy should be coming down to your thighs. Make that connection. Then as you breathe in and lift the tailbone, see if you can keep that connection with tummy and thighs. As you lengthen tailbone up and soften with an out breath. Breathing in to come back up to your chair from below. When you're ready to breathe out, straighten the legs, arms by your sides, back into Tadasana. Breathing in, interlinked fingers, lift to the throat, stretch up onto tiptoes. Breathing out, floating your arms down by your sides. Simple stretch and squat. This time, hands just come to the throat, and now as you breathe out, you take your hands down towards the floor and come down into a little tiptoe squat, so your heels are off the floor. Breathe in to lift yourself all the way back up to that tiptoe stretch. Breathing out, floating arms by your side, down by your sides. Let's repeat that. Breathing in just up to the level, all the way up, sorry. Stretching up onto a standing stretch on tiptoes. Breathing out, floating your arms down by your sides. This time just up to the throat. And as we turn the palms down, we go down into that little tiptoe squat, if you can. And this time hands come to the floor. Get your balance and then see if you can bring praying hands to the heart. Now if this is too much in your toes, feel free to just tap out your feet and rest your ankles. We're going to see if we can come to knees like this on an out breath and then back up to our squat as we breathe in. You might need something in front of your knees. It might be best to have a blanket or doing it on your mat with your mat extra folder, because I've got a soft lawn in front of my knees, so my knees aren't going to be damaged kneecaps by bringing them down to the floor, because it takes a little bit of time to do this with control. You're going down on an out breath using your pelvic floor and core strength to help you be steady, and back up on an in breath. And then after a few times repeating that pose, let's come to child. I'm showing you here a little modification. You can take fists forward, resting your forehead on those fists. If your forehead doesn't readily come to the mat, then let you soften your shoulders with arms back, palms up. So please feel free to take any modification or any other relaxation pose if child just doesn't feel comfortable for you. Okay, so we're going to come and do a few cats now. Heels of hands under shoulders, fingers spread, toes tucked. And as we breathe in, we lift that tailbone at the back dip, lift the heart, lift the gaze. As we breathe out, we tuck the tailbone, pushing the back up to the sky, relaxing the head and neck. Breathing out as you lift tailbone, lengthen back, lift gaze. Breathing out as you tuck tailbone, pulling those tummy muscles, arch the back, relax the head and neck. Breathing in, lifting tailbone, dipping back, lifting gaze, stretching heart forward. Breathing out as you take yourself into the lovely flexion of the spine, arch of the back, relaxing the head and neck. Take the hands one hand length further forward, and this time as you breathe in, lift the knees from those tucked toes, stretch the tailbone up to the sky, and have a little walk of your downward dog, bending one leg as you stretch the other heel down to the mat. Vice versa. Nice and slowly, softening your heart, dropping your chest down towards the space between the feet. Then on an in-breath, come forward to plank, bringing shoulders over heels of hands. And as you breathe out, back to your downward dog. In-breath is going up and over onto toes, and up and over to plank. Shoulders over heels of hands. Don't drop your pelvis too low. I'm showing you how you can bring your knees down to make it a little less strong if you like. Out breath back to downward dog. And here, if you want to go onto balls of feet, bend your legs a little, you can. In breath to plank. Out breath back to your downward dog. In breath to plank, maybe with the knees down. And then we'll come down onto our knees, relax and soften the shoulders, and take yourself onto your backs. Maybe have a little back massage before we take this next spinal twist. Arms are stretched out along the floor, knees tucked into the body, lovely deep in-breath. Take an out-breath as you take your knees down to one side. You can keep your gaze up to the sky or turn it to look along the opposite arm. Breathe in as you lift the knees, breathe out as you take them down to the other side. Relaxing in those spinal twists. You can spend a little longer on each side if you want to. I'm taking these twists quite quickly and just repeating both sides. And now I'm bringing my knees down to the first side as I breathe out. And softening there and softening in my opposite shoulder. Breathing in to come back up. Breathing out to go down to that second side. Softening and relaxing the opposite shoulder. Breathing in to come back up. A final little back massage, your hand on each knee, rolling my knees around in a circular motion. And then relaxing in Shavasana to finish this short but powerful sequence. You can stay in Shavasana as long as you like. I've been disturbed by my dog finding his ball in the garden, but please feel free to stay softening in Shavasana for as long as feels good for you. Om Shanti. Thank you for joining me in this practice.